Most men completely misunderstand this. They assume that if a woman likes them, she'll make it obvious. But the truth is, many times when a woman is genuinely attracted to you, she'll actually try to hide it. Sounds strange, right? But that's often how female psychology works. Women are emotional, but they're also very strategic when it comes to attraction. She may like you, but instead of being direct, she'll test you, hold herself back, or even behave as if she's not interested at all. And if you don't know how to recognize those hidden signals, you'll miss your opportunity without even realizing it. Now here's the reality. Women act this way for a reason. They're naturally careful about revealing interest because they don't want to appear desperate, lose leverage, or risk rejection. Think about it. Men usually pursue, women usually position themselves. That means her attraction won't always come through direct words, but through subtle actions, slight changes in behavior, and signals most men completely miss. What makes this even more frustrating is that many men misread her behavior. They either assume she's just being friendly, or worse, they think she isn't interested and pull away completely. Meanwhile, she's sitting there hoping you'll notice the small clues she's giving off. And let me say this clearly. If you can't recognize these hidden signs, women will always seem confusing and difficult to understand. But once you understand how they operate, it's like flipping a switch. Suddenly, her behavior starts making sense. You'll know when she's actually into you, even when she's trying hard not to show it. And that understanding gives you an advantage most men will never have. So in this video, we're going to break down the real signs a woman likes you but is hiding it. And I'm not talking about the generic advice like she laughs at your jokes. I'm talking about the subtle psychological behaviors women display when they're interested but don't want to make it obvious. Welcome to the channel. If you're serious about understanding women on a deeper level instead of constantly guessing, you're in the right place. 1. She gets nervous around you but tries to play it cool. One of the most overlooked signs that a woman likes you but is hiding it is nervousness. Now here's where many men get confused. They assume nervousness means discomfort or lack of interest. But in reality, when a woman likes you, her emotions become heightened. Her body reacts before her mind has time to control it. That's why you'll notice small signs of tension. Playing with her hair, fidgeting with her phone, or suddenly adjusting her clothes whenever you're around. These aren't random habits. They're subconscious reactions that happen because she's aware of your presence and doesn't want to mess up how she appears in front of you. But here's the complicated part. While she's nervous, she'll also try to hide that nervousness by acting casual. She doesn't want you figuring it out too quickly because that would make her feel vulnerable. So she may quickly look away after making eye contact, or she might speak in a slightly colder tone to cover the fact that she's actually excited you're there. If you don't understand this dynamic, you'll mistake her distance for disinterest when it's often the exact opposite. Another thing to notice is her voice. Women's voices often reveal more than they intend. When she likes you but doesn't want you to know, her tone may change slightly, sometimes softer, sometimes a little higher pitched. This isn't planned. It's simply her emotions slipping through. If you pay close attention, you'll notice the subtle difference in how she speaks to you compared to how she talks to other men. Also watch her body language in group situations. If you walk into a room and she suddenly sits up straighter, adjusts her outfit, or changes her posture, that's not accidental. That's her becoming highly aware of how she looks in your presence. She's nervous, but she still wants to present herself in the best possible way. Now here's where many men make mistakes. They either ignore these signals completely or react badly by pointing them out directly. For example, saying, "Why are you so nervous?" will instantly make her shut down because now you've exposed what she was trying to hide. The key is to stay calm and confident. Let her feel a little nervous. It's actually a compliment. It means she cares about how you see her. Think about it this way. Women don't usually get nervous around men they feel absolutely nothing for. If she's completely relaxed, casual, and unaffected, chances are you're simply another guy in her world. But if she's trying hard to appear unaffected while her little habits expose her, you've already made an impression. So the next time you notice a woman acting slightly different around you, more fidgety, inconsistent in tone, or hyper-aware of herself, don't mistake it for rejection. That's attraction in disguise. And if you stay grounded, you'll give her the space to reveal it more over time. 2. Her eyes say more than her words. If there's one thing a woman struggles to fully control, it's her eyes. She may be able to control her words, her tone, even her attitude, but her eyes almost always reveal the truth. When a woman likes you but is trying to hide it, her eyes often expose what her words won't. First, let's talk about eye contact. Normally, when someone looks at you, they'll hold eye contact for a few seconds before looking away. But when a woman is attracted to you, that eye contact feels different. Sometimes it lasts longer, almost as if she's trying to connect with you through the gaze itself. Other times it's shorter because holding it makes her feel too exposed. Either way, the difference is noticeable. If she looks at you and then quickly looks away with a slight smile or pretends nothing happened, that's her feelings slipping out before she pulls them back in. Another strong sign is when she looks at you during moments when she doesn't need to. For example, in a group setting, pay attention to where her eyes naturally go when she isn't speaking. If she repeatedly scans the room and ends up looking back at you, that's attraction. She may not say anything, but she's watching. Women naturally check on men they like, even while pretending they don't. Then there's the lingering glance. This happens when she looks at you just a little longer than normal. It's subtle, but once you notice it, you'll realize it wasn't accidental. Sometimes she may even glance at your mouth while you're talking. That's her subconscious mind revealing physical attraction, even if she's trying to hide it. Another giveaway is how she reacts when you unexpectedly catch her staring. If she instantly looks away, pretends to be busy, or suddenly checks her phone, that's not coincidence. That's her trying to cover up the fact that she got caught looking. A woman who feels nothing for you won't care if you notice her staring. She'll hold the gaze casually. But a woman who's attracted to you will often react almost guiltily, as if you uncovered a secret. It's also important to notice how her eyes respond when you speak to her. Do her pupils slightly widen? Do her eyes brighten even if her words remain neutral? These are physiological signs of attraction she can't consciously control. If she's smiling with her eyes while trying to act cool, believe what you see instead of what you hear. Men often miss this because they focus too heavily on words, but women are very skilled at using words to hide how they truly feel. Their eyes, however, are much harder to disguise. That's why you should always pay attention to the smaller details. Here's the reality. If her words suggest she's just being friendly, but her eyes constantly return to you, the attraction is there. She may not want you to know yet, but her gaze has already exposed her. 3. Body language that reveals her attraction. A woman's body language almost always speaks before her mouth does. Even when she tries to hide her emotions, her physical cues leak out because they're unconscious. If you pay attention carefully, her body often reveals what her words are trying to hide. One of the clearest signs is the way she positions herself around you. If she consistently angles her body towards you, even during group conversations, that's not random. People naturally orient themselves towards those they feel drawn to. On the other hand, if she constantly angles away or closes herself off, it usually signals disinterest. So when a woman likes you but doesn't want you to know, she may try to act casual, but her body often betrays her. Then there's personal space. Women tend to guard their personal space carefully, especially around men they aren't interested in. But when attraction exists, she'll slowly reduce that invisible barrier. Maybe she stands a little closer than necessary, lightly brushes past you, or leans in while you're speaking, even though she could easily stay back. Those small invasions of space are rarely accidental. They're signs she feels comfortable around you and drawn towards you. Her hands are another major clue. Many women unconsciously play with their hair, touch their neck, or adjust their clothes around someone they like. It's not always about trying to look better. Often it's nervous energy expressing itself physically. If you notice her fidgeting more around you than around other people, that's attraction leaking out through body language. Another subtle sign is mirroring. When a woman mirrors your body language, crossing her legs when you cross yours, picking up her drink when you do, leaning back when you lean back, that's a subconscious attempt to build connection. She's aligning herself without even realizing it. It's her body's way of saying, I'm in sync with you. Also pay attention to her posture. Around men she isn't interested in, a woman's posture tends to stay neutral, relaxed, or even closed off. But when she likes someone, her posture often becomes more attentive. She may straighten up, pull her shoulders back, or suddenly arch her back to appear more feminine. These small adjustments happen instinctively when attraction is present. Another strong clue is how she reacts to physical proximity. If you move slightly closer and she doesn't step away, or even leans in more, that's interest. A woman who feels nothing for you will usually maintain a polite distance, but a woman who likes you, even if she's hiding it, will allow you into her space. And lastly, pay attention to her feet. Yes, feet often reveal more than people think. In psychology, it's commonly said that feet point towards what someone is most interested in. If her feet are angled towards you while she's talking to other people, it means your direction is where her attention really is. Here's the reality. Women are extremely skilled at hiding feelings through words, but their bodies are much harder to control. If you observe carefully, her body language will always tell you the truth before her mouth does.